Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of Tried and True with Mel. Today we are going to be doing a little mini review. We are testing out the L'Oreal Paris Skin Ink 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. Let's do a swatch. I have gotten the shade 130 and it's called Cool Rose. So I'm going to show you how I blend my foundation, give me a nice even base on my face. The first step, and probably the most important before you apply any makeup, is definitely skincare and skin prep. Let's go ahead and start with a quick skin prep. I am just making sure that I am moisturizing my face. And you can use any moisturizer you want. That's totally up to you. I know that I do have pretty dry cheeks and dry skin around the cheek area and under the eye. So always make sure you moisturize that before. And then I try and avoid my T-zone because that is where I'm most oily. Then whatever excess you have left, just bring that down to the neck. Now, another thing that's important if you have done your moisturizer is to get a fairly decent primer. Now, some primers are going to work for you and some just aren't. Not the brand's fault, if that makes sense, because we all have different skin types. I bought the NYX Face Glue Gripping Primer and I was so excited to use it. I tried it and it just does not work for my skin. It made my makeup all cakey underneath my eyes, around the mouth area. It just did not work for me. So I will be chucking this into my giveaway, which you guys should know about by now. But if you don't, basically you just have to follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. And once I reach 5K followers, I will be doing a really nice giveaway. This is definitely going into the giveaway. A primer that I do find that I like using a lot and that actually works is the Rimmel Lasting Finish. This for me has been really good to use. I'm just also going to go in and just apply it on the cheeks. This is like a really luxurious, creamy primer. Skin just soaks it all up. So this is an ultralight formula and it helps minimize the appearance of pores and even skin tone whilst providing endless comfort. I enjoy this primer specifically for that reason, and it does work on my skin type, which is a combination skin. I got this at Kohl's or Woolies even, and it's very affordable in my opinion. So I am going to get my foundation brush and we're going to apply and see how this goes. F80 Sigma flat kabuki brush, and it applies foundation on so beautifully. Fun fact, natural bristles absorb more product, so you end up having a lighter application and you can build on that, whereas synthetic brushes don't absorb the product. So be mindful which brushes you use where. Let's go in, give it a good shake, and then we can apply it. Okay, so first of all, the skin ink comes in 14 different shades. It's not a big range, but I do think you can mix some of them to create a custom shade if you want it. I say that it is a transfer resistant foundation and concealer. Gives you a soft matte finish, provides you with a natural looking flawless result that lasts. Waterproof and heat proof. Next level stretchability, and it moves with your skin. Very interesting. I've never heard anything like this. It's an ultra lightweight foundation and concealer. Lastly, it has a multi-use applicator and it's designed for seamless blending. I am not going to use the applicator directly on my face, but I am going to pop it onto the back of my hand, and then I'm going to apply it to the skin and we can see how it performs. Let's get into it. I am just gonna grab some. Now, the only thing I would say that I'm not the keenest about is probably going back and forth and dipping back into the product, because that is how cross-contamination happens. So that is the first thing I'm not loving. So let's go ahead and just gonna start blending it in. Now this is a lightweight foundation. So far it doesn't feel like I have anything on my skin. I am going to go ahead and I'm just going to do half of my face with the skin ink, and the other half I will leave natural so we can compare. Now just remember to drag excess product down, cover your neck as well, and we are just blending and blending. Okay, so now so far half I've done with the skin ink and the other half I've left. So as you guys can see, I do have pigmentation on my forehead here. I also have pigmentation right here, which you can see poking through because we've only added a soft layer of the skin ink to my face. But so far you can definitely see where I do have some redness here and on the forehead where I have the pigmentation. It definitely is a more even tone on this side of the face, which I'm actually really liking a lot. So obviously there's a lot of shine here because we've done moisturizer and we've done primer. And then on this side, it's a lot more matte. I am really liking this. This is really pretty. Okay, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the other side and then we'll see how it is looking. Just gonna give that a couple of moments just to settle on the face and then we can share our final thoughts. Right, so I am really liking the way this foundation is looking on the face. It does seem to fit my skin type and also my skin tone. I might just go in with a second coat and see how it's looking. Again, I'm just taking out the product and applying it to the back of my hand, and then we'll add it to the face. So I'm definitely applying more under the eye and on the cheeks and just working it around the face. And then we'll also be able to see how well this foundation builds. Just on the forehead as well. All right, and again, excess, I'll just drag it down under. How the foundation is looking, you'll notice that the pigmentation that I've got here is a lot less. Like I can kind of still see it, but not too bad. On this side also, it's giving such a nice finish. It is like definitely a satin matte finish. I'm really liking that. It's looking really pretty. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching part 1. In part 2, I'll be showing you how to do a full face using this as your foundation and seeing how well it stacks up with all the other products.